Okay, so front page news, the Toronto Sun newspaper, a interracial couple from Newmarket has been under attack by, I guess, their local racists, and they have been for quite some time. Whoever these people are went through the trouble to scratch up their vehicle, spray paint their house, vandalize a substantial amount of stuff. They even went through the trouble of writing them up a death letter. Pretty ballsy, especially if you're threatening to take somebody's life. Now, if you're willing to take somebody's life, I would imagine you would at least be somewhat intelligent to, assume you could even get away with it. In the first 2 seconds of reading and looking at this article, I could tell that whoever did it was completely unintelligent because, right beside the front page picture of the N-word right across the side of the car, I happened to notice the traditionally used Hindu form of the swastika. Not the Nazi form, not the big, bad, evil one that everybody always thinks is, just about Nazis and not about Buddhists or Hindus, an actual religious symbol. But they tried to do something racially offensive with a symbol of well-being. All I could think about was two things, really. One, I felt bad for this couple that they had to deal with this on Christmas. Two, the fact that somebody could be so obscenely moronic and unintelligent to go through the trouble of repeatedly, for quite some time now, this couple has been under attack. So, over numerous occasions, you've been doing this out of apparently no knowledge of what you're doing. You're using a symbol of well-being, and you're putting it right beside comments of hate that are derogatory towards this man's race. You're a moron. You're an absolute moron. You must think you're tough. You can spray paint a swastika. Wrong. Congratulations. I feel as if acknowledging that there's people out there who could be so stupid to try and use a symbol for hate and absolutely know nothing about it, I think I actually lost 10 IQ points envisioning what kind of person you must be or your group must be. Not only do you need a serious lesson in humanity, you need a serious history lesson. If I started going around to, black people's houses and Chinese people's houses and started writing the N-word and, throwing, derogatory terms everywhere, and I spray painted the cross or the peace symbol, I think I would expect people to call me an idiot. In fact, I think just having base knowledge, because I paid attention in grade 9, I would realize how stupid I was. I really do. My heart goes out to this couple, the fact that they've been terrorized for so long, and the worst part about it is, they're obviously really upset about this. They got vandalized on Christmas, and the worst part about it is they got racially attacked by morons. All I can really compare these races to are ignorant KKK members, country bumpkins from down south, except they're in Canada. I honestly thought, just because of our educational standards, that even people in elementary school had a little bit more sense than this. I thought it was kind of funny that you messed up on the symbol. Actually, looks like you tried to paint a window, as my one buddy said on the side of the house. A friend of mine commented that title of the article shouldn't be Newmarket couple. It's like target of racial attack. He said the title should actually be Interracial couple inconvenienced by idiots. I think it's fitting. Now, one of the things that really bugged me about this, not only the fact that on Christmas Day you have ignorant teenagers, I'm assuming anyways, go out and racially attack a couple for absolutely no reason in a time of spirit, is the fact that they use a religious symbol with such inaccuracy. I have this lovely tattoo on my hand. I have the Hindu swastika tattooed on my hand. I know the history of the symbol. I have it mistaken a ridiculous amount of times. I have people who give me dirty looks, who think I'm a racist. I have people who know. One of the times somebody did notice my tattoo, the first thing that they mentioned was that it was the Hindu swastika. They went on to start talking a little bit about history. We chit-chatted a bit. It happens. I'm a cashier. I talk to people. The funny thing about this was the person who I was talking to was a 13-year-old. Now, whoever's doing these attacks, I have to say, you're a moron. Or yous are morons. Because I'm assuming you're not 13. And I'm assuming you've went to school at some point, or at least should have. You went through the trouble to use a symbol for hate. You know the symbol. So are you so slacking completely in society? Not only do you have to be filth and put people down, you can't even dedicate yourself to racism? Are you that low of a person? You have no idea what that symbol is being used for. You have no idea of its history. And yet you're attempting to use it as a hate symbol? You don't know what you're doing. You literally have no history on this whatsoever stored in your brain. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been so stupid to make a mistake like that. But see, that's kind of the sad thing. You're a racist. You're already stupid. Now, if I know this, and a 14-year-old, 13-year-old, knows the proper use of this symbol, and most likely doesn't use it on a common basis at all, and I'm guessing because you're a racist, you probably do use it on a regular basis, and you messed up so drastically. You quite literally in a very public way, you just showed the world, or maybe more specifically North America, Toronto, Ontario, that you're not only worthless filth, but you're completely uneducated. And whatever you've been doing up until this point, besides racially attacking people, you have not been spending your time well, at all. I pity your life. I pity the fact that you are so unintelligent that you probably do not even realize it. Ignorant, you have nothing better to do, no more contribution to society than to cause turmoil and eventually be thrown in jail for it. I welcome the day they find you. I welcome the day they throw you in jail. And when every single person of a different race other than yours sees you in that jail and finds out you're a racist,